What's going on, everyone? Josh here with another half-ass beer review. And tonight we have a can of Focus Point. This is a Vermont Style IPA, 7% ABV, brewed, canned by Arvon Brewing Company, Grand Rapids, Michigan. If you're in the Grand Rapids area, it's a must go. It looks like an old White Castle, but they got some of the best beer around. Fruited sours, great stouts, delicious IPAs, and there's usually a food truck sitting out there. And there's a dollar store right next door that they share the parking lot with. It's not a bad area of Grand Rapids. It might look like it, but I promise you it isn't. And who hasn't sacrificed their own safety for good craft beer? Right? Look at the can art. Focus Point makes sense, right? The focus point of the binoculars. This looks actually pretty Vermont-ish. You don't get much more New England than Vermont, right? I mean, maybe Boston, but I don't think so. I think Boston's just Boston. I know it's in the New England area, but I think majority of New Englanders would probably say Vermont is more New England than Boston. I have zero grounds for saying this, so I could be I'm talking out of my ass right now. Let's check out this beer. Oh, we cracked it. We're pouring it. We're looking at it, smelling it, tasting it, and see what it's got going on. This beer, as well as the My from Old Nation, was gifted to me by John DeLue. Shout out John DeLue, family friend, an all-around good guy. Happy belated birthday. Let's look at this beer he gave me. Beautiful, dark gold color to it. A little bit of beer fiber floating around in there, but that never killed anybody. A nice off-white, creamy-looking head on it. Yeah, this is definitely a New England style IPA. I don't know if there's really a difference. I didn't do my research to see if Vermont style IPAs are any different than New England. Maybe it's just like a little trick breweries did to grab your attention. Oh, what's a Vermont style IPA? You open it, you drink it, and you're like, oh, this is a New England style IPA because Vermont is in New England. So let's try this beer. Ooh. Ooh. Hey, okay. New England style IPA. Not super juicy, not super citrusy. It's giving you that earthy, piney vibe. And I'm okay with that. Bring back the pininess. I'm all for it. Listen, I know there's people just getting into IPAs because they're juicy and they're milkshakey and all that jazz. But listen, give me some piney bitterness, please. Hell yeah to this. I'm gonna take another drink. There's a nice maltiness up front. Malty forward IPA, kind of the staple of some of Michigan's brewed IPAs. And then the hops kind of kick in the middle. Earthy, a little bit of piney. The pininess isn't like super up there, but very nice. Very nice. It's good drinking. You can't take super big drinks of it just because of the kind of the IPA it is. Pouring myself more. But yeah, I'm digging this one. I'm digging this one. Not all IPAs should be juicy. Not all of them should be piney or hoppy or anything like that. The bitterness in this is actually pretty nice. It's right on the back end. Rant time. Don't hold this against me. But I feel like the New England juicy milkshakey stuff all came from an area of, hey, people don't like bitterness, like a lot of bitterness in their IPAs. And I'm fine with that. That's cool. Brew something for them. But somewhere we all jumped on board with it because we all like it too. It's like you're trying to eat healthy, but then you're stuffing your face full of Oreos all the time. And this isn't making any sense whatsoever. But I think that's my thought process is, well, not everyone likes these hoppy things. Let's brew one of these that isn't so hoppy, that's juicy, sweet, and get people on board. And it did the trick. But I need a resurgence in the hoppy stuff. I need the bitterness. I need the IBUs. I need the self-punishment. That's the type of guy I am. I like to punish myself. Good. Solid. This beer isn't super fresh, but I think it's pretty solid for what it is. I'm really enjoying this. Arvon has yet to let me down with anything that they do. Now the question of the night. Josh, would you ever buy this beer again? Yes, I would. I would drive down to Grand Rapids and I would order it on tap. I wouldn't get a flight because let's face it, flights are small beers for children and children can't drink beer. So I don't know what they're doing in our breweries. If I get a flight, I want it to be four glasses like this in a board. Bring it out to me. I'd be a happy camper. But now that's going to do it for this episode of Half-Ass Beer Review. Thank you all for stopping by and checking out another delicious, hoppy, bitter IPA with me. I hope you enjoyed yourself as much as I did. Before you go, check out my friends Banter and Babble for the best pop culture wrap-up around, King Cuddles for the best simulated wrestling, and 7 Dungeons for the best, absolute best Dungeons and Dragons there is. And always remember to drink what you want, drink it how you want, and have a great night.